an integrity over everything kind of fella. So it's like, fuck the look, fuck the clout. If it gets into like fucking with your integrity, you set it to the side, or you'll take notes.
Right.
So it's funny how, like you said, like planting the flag all the way back then, nothing has changed, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I think you got to stand for something at all times.
Yeah.
I think, and existing in this business, I think, you know, it's about who can stay the purest the longest, and really just, you know, owning your lane. This is how you be here for 23 years.
Yeah.
This is how you be here for 23 years. This is how you have this type of discography. This is how you can work with the best and make the best better. Like people, you know, you raise the bar with whoever you are. So I think that all comes from having a standard, having integrity, and having you know, just a real intentional plan of attack in everything that you do.
For sure. I wonder for you, Push, because, you know, it's almost dry. It was not long ago. I went to the tour. I got the merch.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was really dope how you did half, Pharrell did the other half.
Yeah.
I think it's a
and off we go from Denver.
I definitely.
I think you had the best verse in the album.
Yeah.
I think it's a
and we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that weak, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, I just felt like I remember Atlanta.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pick up of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Just, I have an opinion, man, and I speak my opinion, and I feel like when I speak my opinion, and it doesn't matter.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
I'm like, well, I don't understand why they wouldn't want this to come out.
Quick throw here, that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd and 9.
Guys are both in the Avengers.
Back to throw here.
Oh my God!
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're in the spots statistically that you don't want to be against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
When you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively. If you get your hands full, you don't know what you're going to face, but you know it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 33.
Kendrick is out here setting precedences. He has his own movement, breaking records.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right of the yard. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
There's still nothing different. I mean, you and Canada have records, like, nostalgia.
Yeah, like, they got fun relationship. Yeah, exactly.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Now 2nd and 3.
There's like certain artists who will pop up on like some goofy street or shoot to push their album. You know what I'm saying?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lyrics again in a certain way. Yep. Yeah, you just kind of saw that was great. You kind of saw pop culture like.
They'll drop to throw.
Yeah. Like I saw Punch say some shit. He was like, he didn't say his name. He's like, it's kind of weird.
This is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There's nothing to the defense have been able to stop him, but even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, but he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And I think that's something that we
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs at 13-2 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. I'll be coming to this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for throwing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, 22 carries, 105 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The legal trouble that just, happened with Def Jam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he is caught. And down inside the 15, shot of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back in their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw right side, completion to Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Going out to Wyoming and working with my brother and use this gospel.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I appreciate it. That's what's up. Yeah, I think so.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And he's a deacon. You know what I'm saying? So
now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Project, I believe, is perfect. And I think it's going to do a great service.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Was there ever a point in time where it almost...
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Yeah, I think it was just...
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get dropped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Yeah. But, and I also want to say it's like the level that my brother has
again, he'll drop the throw. It's caught right side by Daniels.
If it looked like he was like just trying to survive as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But the level that he has and the quality and the taste level of everything and
they'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1, not the case.
The majority of that journey. And, push for you, or malice for you.
On first down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
It really is, yeah. But you guys are like independent-ish now, so it's like I feel like it's a lot easier to know.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I wish we could and just put the discography in a box, you know, in a place that everybody can, because people are learning at different points, you know what I'm saying?
Again, it's Pacheco.
Fans,
on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's a good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And you know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Something I always wanted to know from you, Bush.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
I have you, like, ridiculously high in my all-time top 10. And, you know, a lot of people who I meet are, you know, they got Wayne real high or they have Drake real high, so I get into these fucking yelling matches. What's wrong, man?
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And
he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Of the last, like, 7 or 8 years.
St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Oh, man, it was a response from the story I've added on. How many?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
You in particular, because I have you like.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And, you know, a lot of people who I meet are, you know,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Oh, man, it was, because it felt like
the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That was just a particular point in time, and I feel like I was ready for
second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's
you have to be ready, man. You gotta be ready.
What's your thoughts, just as a fan, to see the bait was taken with the Kendrick thing, and then to see Kendrick have this precise, decapitation? I mean, it was insane.
I thought it was a really good display of just music and artistry, man. I thought it was a damn good display of just staying your own course too. You know what I'm saying? I think Kendrick really stayed the course and really, precise focus. And I think it paid off.
Yes. Then I beat the Grams drives. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Broncos in possession of the football.
Hey, gotta stop the interview.
They've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I hate when people put the Coke rap label on you push or on the group.
Yeah.
Because
and they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
But at the same time,
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I don't trip on it anymore, and I'm going to be honest with you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
I know what's
he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete.
With us musically.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's not the true listener. That's not the true listener, and I feel like the true listener gets the codes and understands what's happening.
He'll look to throw.
I feel like, competitively speaking, I feel like
he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40.
That's why there's some misinterpretation there, but I don't want to correct it because I feel like it keeps. I know those codes and I know what's keeping us ahead. It's not about just coke, but fine.
I mean, you have somebody else who's fans could say Stove God Cooks is fucking incredible. So I'm glad you guys had that incredible hat on there.
Yeah. Said and done. A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That I've heard in a minute.
They'll look to throw.
In this subject.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
All about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The records, it just got
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. But, it's just the feeling. Like, a lot of times you get the feeling in the studio, and it's like, you want to put it down, put something down as a reference and something
Mahomes.
so you don't lose it. You know what I'm saying?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver. so you don't get an interception and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup with 5. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It's one thing to do it once, but to do it twice, it's just like showing off. You know what I'm saying? It's family. Yeah, it's family. Do you guys have a crazy collection of figures?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Steele. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
What's that? It's a round cause piece. I think I bought it for Steven's birthday. You didn't know it? Oh, yeah.
They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
You're at the head of it for so long.
Mahomes now to throw.
A
quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Something that everybody's not all in together at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.
I said this.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Good Friday era was so special, yo. It was good. All the way up to
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I don't think everybody went crazy. I think everybody did what they were supposed to do.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
Was there,
and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
We just cannot. You can't do it. Hence me going back to the day.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian, for Mike Knight at the improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Being like present in a time where you're able to see your real life influence on somebody who's like one of the biggest rappers on the planet. Like,
they'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Older, make sure I feel like, yeah, we did something here. Like,
on 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes with the throw, it's caught by Rice. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
Back in the day.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
That speech you wanted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, it almost feels like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just got away. But,
another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That one caught by Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I think there's something to be said about us being in there. And just the standard that we all
and it's straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously.
I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here this first half. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Obviously, it's 4 albums, but it's very, Outkast was 4 albums, 5
Now
albums,
after the
maybe.
touchdown,
You know
here's
what I'm
Butker
saying?
on
Do
to
you guys
kick it away.
ever think about where you, with this album and just the impact that it's making, where you guys...
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in their history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got 15-year break,
Reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a throw here, hauled in. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Shout out to Hardy for presenting another episode of
He will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right off the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I hope so, man. I want to be out. I definitely look to be in those conversations.
Back to throw now on first down.
He
brings it in off the deflection. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd and long. And that went off the mark behind him, incomplete. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, to give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Isaiah Pacheco, the offense back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
In this world in which we, I think you talk so much about.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10, just outside the 30.
Now where, everything's so microwavable. And
throwing now is Mahomes.
Energy in the world of entertainment, whether it's music, whether it's...
That'll be caught by St. Brown.
Even
before he crosses over out of bounds. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Or is there an artist that does inspire you guys that you guys have taken?
And again, it's Mahomes.
That you guys have taken, like,
over the middle, it's complete to McCaffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Like the movements, and when it comes to the younger artists, I like how they are able to really round their fan bases up and have like these rabid moments, whether it's they're selling merch, whether it's their, everybody's running, running to download, to stream it, or whatever the case may be. I see that a lot more than anything else.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
I believe it, getting out his full thought and getting people locked into his. Maybe the best thing
to throw. It's Mahomes.
To me, he's definitely one of the best at it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
But
Ross St. Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half.
Squib.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
31 zip, man.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Like I said, a lot of the other younger guys, it's more about really getting it out the mud and watching them get it out the mud and having their rabid fan base.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip to halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through the second half as we are back underway in Denver. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
I don't want to
call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
The experience.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. At that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
In terms of the recording time, right? 2 years, or maybe a year and a half. I mean, for you guys, is it like...
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. You can often throw it over your head.
So everything's free reign,
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
In this world in which we,
that ball caught. It's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Whether it's media, whether it's, even like
from the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, he's 2nd and 11.
I just like the movement.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
But, he's,
now here's Mahomes.
Like I said, a lot of the other younger guys.
Man, that's the tight end fire move. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. He's achieved that in this performance.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion that makes it 1st and goal.
You guys are trying to get in on her. Everybody. We only saw it one way, so we didn't.
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. They cornered on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
I just saw you did.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
But I'm like, you were doing that dope verse. And I was like, man, it's crazy to think, like, you have that pocket that we don't even think about. Yeah. Like, if you got to do, like you're on, like,
now
these,
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That you could do forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't, like.
Yeah, he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
We watch the whole deal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, man. We'll look towards on the way to Alvin's by the time you're
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they step in behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
You guys are going to...
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
No, because I feel like you guys have done such a good job of making people want to go buy the physical media. Yeah. There's all these different versions of the album. You guys, I think it was the Birdie collab with the white vinyl.
37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
It's been incredible to watch.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tire.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
Over the years I interviewed Push by himself on the phone before, and Magic, and then Malice has done a phone interview like 09.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. Nifty move. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone,
come on, man. Bring it home, Cam.
Touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Akers again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35.
That's crazy.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Touchdown, Broncos! Rondell Robinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
2nd down and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds.
I've been out of bounds, and they still going to call a fumble.
Actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Oh my God, Ray!
1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down.
Yeah, he gonna get it.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately
that safety give a help
to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is
Fourth
the
quarter.
National Football League on EA Sports.
Fourth quarter, man.
Back now here on EA Sports.
God damn, man. He jumped outside.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pacheco once more. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
He needs 2 more catches.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
That was a pick, bro.
Self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers.
I should have 3 interceptions, bro.
Something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Daniels. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is...
Y'all look Dallas look like...
Those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more.
All right, man, 42-point lead.
They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
In motion left is Rice. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right off the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw here. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Trey Hendrickson in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver, 45 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they're down huge in this game.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Able to avoid him at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw it here. That'll be caught by Rice. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Brian Branch with it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. They took advantage of every second. For everyone in their film session.
So for Kansas City, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, as Charles grabs our shovels, we say so long from snowy Denver.
See you next time, everyone.
Damn, I need 12 catches. Alright, so I gotta get 3 more. You go. We ain't got but 1 game left. He got 67 fucking touchdowns. Oh my God, play Pacheco, bro.